Hello, how are you? My name is Wajahat Karim. I'm so excited to be here at droidCon. This is my first time at droidCon, and I'm enjoying the vibe here. Since last day, I have spent a whole day on listening awesome talk from amazing people. So today, I'm going to show you about my experiments with playing around with Jetpack Compose and games and animation. Yesterday, I did a talk at Android Summit as well. It was solely focused on direct game developed in Jetpack Compose. So this talk is a little different, and it will show you through different options about animations in Jetpack Compose. So officially, Jetpack Compose is a modern UI toolkit which simplifies and accelerates UI development. So, if you are into the animations, canvas drawing, that sort of stuff, I think that this will be really helpful because this provides a very friendly and easily approachable API. Which gives you a lot of more flexibility than our normal Android traditional custom views or transition provide. So this is a lot helpful in creating animations in a less number of lines of code. So these are some animations which you might have seen around the internet, Twitter probably. Uh, which these are solely created in Jetpack Compose, and some are created by Alex Lockwood. He's a rock star in animation these days in Jetpack Compose. So some are from the Compose cookbook by Gurpreet Singh, and some are mine. Like on the top, and this is the game, and this is a simple button navigation, which I came up with like 18 lines of code in an hour or so. So yeah, so we are going to focus on five things: animate content size, animated visibility, animate method, animated value, and transition. I'm going to go through one by one with each of it, and I will be showing that how actually these work, and what kind of animations they can provide, and what is the differences between each of them, and when to use which. So let's start from animate content side. This is a fairly easy one. Like you probably have seen that you are using some movie application, and there is a little synopsis of movie details, and then there is this button, read more. Once you press that, more text pops up, and it will come up animated. So this is where this comes in. Animate content size is all about whether you give two sizes of the content, and it will differentiate uh, and it will manage it its soul. So uh, you don't have to do anything. For example, I have a short code here, short text here, long text here, and now I have this set that whether I should show short text or long text. So I have swapped it on click. So if button is clicked, then short becomes long and long becomes short. So and then below I can show the uh, text that what to show, like either short or long. So boom. Now we are done with that, but it will not animate content because we have to add one other modifier, that is animate content. So that's it. This one little line will manage it itself. Like wherever you put it, and you change the content between different screens, or between different states, and this modifier will take care of it, and it will auto animate. Like you can see that we have a click me button, and it's getting bigger, and so it's that simple, nothing fancy. And not only for the text, we can also apply this in any other kind of modifier. Like there is no restriction. Uh, for example, we have a simple image scenario here. So I have done animate content size in the box, and Now Jetpack Compose will see that what kind of content lies in the box and how much it was before and how much it is current, and then it will search between this and it will figure it out mathematically that what value do I need to change. So it's only single modifier applied anywhere, and it's very easy, very friendly. So it comes with some customization, like you can actually define the drawing durations or easing, like this is linear, you can bounce, you can fasten, slow out, something like that. Also, you can get a listener which will tell you that what was the initial size and what is the current size. So you can play around with more like you want to make sure that something is changing as you expected. So this is the listener which will probably help you in that scenario. So that was our content, animated content size. Now we'll see animated visibility. So this is one of my favorite one. Like I really like this comes with some more customizability. Now, this is not about changing the content. This is about showing and hiding content. So, you have one ideal scenario, which we have seen a lot in material component. So, we have a button, floating button with icon and text. When we scroll up, then text goes animated visibility off, and only we see icon. So, we'll see that how this can be done with animated video. So I have oh yes, one more thing that you will have to add experimental animation API annotation, because this animation is at the moment experimental. So we have this floating action button with the on-click listener of switching these tests, like this is expanded or not expanded, and in that we have icon and a row. So row with icon and text, so it's pretty standard stuff, nothing fancy. What fancy is this animated visibility. So you can see that I have not added text into the row directly. I have added into the animated visibility. This is simple composable, uh, which will give you anything with normally any normal composable give. This will ask you two things. Number one, uh, what is the visibility of this composable? So it will make sure that this will be animated, and other is like modifiers like standard. So now when expanded gets true, this will animate the text to be visible, and when it's false, this will animate back to hidden. So it's that simple. Nothing fancy, nothing special, no more calculations or something like that. All you have to do is wrap it around in animated visibility and give true or false. That's it. So this also comes with some customization. Like you can see on the right side, we have a default, which comes with built-in transition. Now I want to see something more fancy. So you can see an enter light text scrolls up first, then button goes up. So I can define it with enter transition. So animated visibility comes with these enter and exit transitions. There are a couple of them already built out, like slide in horizontally, slide out vertically, or fade in, scale in, something like that. So you can even create your own transitions easily. So I have defined initial offset, which is 300. So that means that when this button is visible, when this button with this composable's visibility is on, then that composable will be on 300, like 300 offset X. So from there it will come in scrolling. Then I have this train specification of 2000 milliseconds. So that means that this animation will take place in like 2 seconds. So This is enter, then we have something similar exit. It's shown in the below picture. You can see that we have both enter and exit in the last picture. So when I press the button, then animation, then text comes scrolling, then it goes like this. So this is not only that, you can even more customize it and show your creativity and imaginations. You know, you can play around with a lot of stuff. So that is the main power of Jetpack Compose, that it gives you a lot of flexibility to play around, and it does not limit you in constraints and that sort of thing. So yeah. So you can see that you can use animated visibility in columns, lists, rows, or anything. Left side is an example from directly Android.com source code. So this is a very good example utilizing animated visibility. And on the right side, this one I created myself in like 1 hour or so. So it was very fun. Like it was, I liked it, and it was quite simple. All I had to do, like, manage the state that whenever any home is selected, make sure that home's visibility is on and any other existing composable visibility is off, and it will, animate itself. So it was good. It was fun. So now that was animated visibility. Now we'll focus on animate. So idea behind animate is animate content size is limited to changes between content size. Animated visibility is all about show or hide. So animate is a more general approach to do whatever you want, whether it's scaling or rotation or colors or anything. It does not restrict you to content size or visibility. It gives you more power to do whatever you want. So it comes with lots of already built-in variables, like it supports integers, DPs, colors, rectangles, and many more types. Like you can see. So you can see that we have an example here, that we have one button which changes its color from primary to secondary through animation, and we have other button which changes color plus scales itself from. So we can see that in this code we have if enabled value primary, otherwise secondary. Similarly, for the height, if button is enabled, make height 40, otherwise 60, and width is 150 and 300. So idea is that you gave two states. So from primary to secondary, from 40 to 60, from 150 to 300. That's it. You gave two states, and now you will see that how we actually use these values. So usually, if I have to switch to the color, I will do background color equal to color. But instead, I'm using background color equal to animate color. So now what it will do, that this will animate between those two colors and update the button each time until the Jetpack Compose reaches its exit state, like its target state. So it's that simple, nothing fancy. You can see that I haven't done any mathematics or calculations here. I only given height from 40 to 60, and I put it in the button preferred height. That's it. Only difference is that I have wrapped it around animate height. That's it. So you can do a lot of good stuff with it. Like this is very simple, and this does not require you any 100 lines of code. And this also utilizes some more flexibility. Let's see. So you can see that I have created a simple gender selection box here, like select gender, male, female, something like that. So you can see that I have a state, true or false, whether it's and then I have a row with both boxes in the images, and I have only used that state variable here, like prefer size animate if true 100, otherwise 250. Then for the border I have done it like if is female, then 0, otherwise 4. Then for the color, I have done like from transparent to red. So you can see that when any option is deselected, then that box border hides away and colors goes away and its size get. And this is the exact same for the other image like below. So this one. So I have written just a comment like these will to swap, and the rest of it will be managed by animate method itself, like nothing, literally. So it will change the values from 100 to 250 sequentially, and in colors and in paddings, anything. You can do anything with it. Animate comes with a lot of support from all the supported types like DP, floats, and pixels and colors. So these are the things you can animate around and very easily. So and not only this, you can also do some canvas stuff. So let's see. Okay. Uh, there is this repository by Gurpreet Singh from the Compose cookbook, and he has done some amazing stuff with Animate itself. So you can see that how he opens the albums and music albums and what kind of. So all he has done is literally manipulate the rotation of these albums, like translation and rotation. So rest of it is actually implemented by Animate itself. So yeah, so that was it. Now we will come to animated value. So I have found it hard to differentiate between animate and animated float. The only difference I was able to find is that animate needs true states from and true, like it needs true states. Animated float comes with a more flexibility and more customization. It almost does the same job which animate does, but it gives you a little more control to customize it. So let's see. So I have done this scale and color for the heart here. So I have done initial value 1, and scale is 1, and color is Z. So we have the bunch of variable types: animated float, animated color, animated integer, that sort of stuff. So once composable is active, I'm actually defining that what is the criteria behind animation scale. So there is a function animate. It asks you the target value to which it needs to change, and then it asks you about twins animation. So yeah, this is the flexibility which this provides, which NM does not provide. So let's see. So I have set the target value of 1.3f, so it will be increased by 30% in scale, and then I have told it like there are repetitions. I have done infinite repetition, so it will repeat itself continuously. If I set 3, so it will only beat for 3 and then it will stop. And then I have defined the twin animation here, like what is the duration and what is the easing and what is the delay. So delay is the for purpose that you see a little gap between each heartbeat, so that is the delay. So I have done something similar for the color as well. So idea is that now I will only use the value of this variable and scale instead of like something. So you can see that in modifier I have used the size of 40. So 40 is the original size, and I have scaled it by multiplying it with nm scale dot value. So nm scale is like a state. So it will tell it that whether when scale is 1, that means size will be 40. Then scale is 1.3, that means that size will be 50 or something. It will be increased by 30%. So yeah. Similarly, I have used it for the color. So I have approached anim color dot value. So now it will change it accordingly. So you probably have seen that this is something which we could already do with animate. So I wanted to show you an example that why animated value is important. So this also comes with lot of support for the game loop in Compose, which will help you in creating animations and uh, games in it. So before we do that, let's see a simple example of Canvas. So Canvas is a spacer. It's not nothing else. It allows you to only draw anything around it. So a simple strategy to allow you to draw anything on it. So yeah, uh, and then Canvas comes with some methods like rectangles, ovals, lines, images, and if you want to create your own shape, then you need to define an extension function from a draw scope because once you are inside the canvas, then you won't be able to call any composable inside it. So you need extension functions or draw scope. So yeah. Then, for example, this is a simple canvas example view. So I have a whole screen canvas. Then I have defined three circles. Red circle of 300, blue circle of 100, something like that. And you can see that how easy it is. You can use these methods and do your own stuff. So it's very easy. So now we'll see that how this is actually helpful in animated float web, which we are probably using. So yeah, the simple moving square example. I did not went to the fancy stuff here because I wanted to show you the basics about it. So this is it. So you can see we have an animated position X. It's a float value starting from 0, and then its target value is 500, and I have defined the repetition to infinite, and duration is 1 second. So in 1 second, this will move 500 pixels on the right side. So how we'll do that? We define a canvas, let's say 100 dp, and in that I have created a rectangle. That was simple stuff. That was the original canvas. Now we'll use this animated position X value. So we do transform, canvas transform. These are rotation, scale, and translation. So I have used translation, and I said that left is equal to animate for the exact value. So that means that this will utilize the value from 0 to 500, and the duration will be 1 second. So you will see the thing animation of the red circle moving along in the line. So you can probably use this with more things like rotation, scaling, as you saw in the last example of movie album covers. So these are the things you can actually do with it. So, so yeah, as I said that the amazing animation by Alex Lockwood are mostly based on this principle. He uses an animated value and then manipulates it and do his own stuff. So I have managed to create a whole game of Dino Compose in this one, like this simple concept. So it may look easy, but there is some mathematics involved, and you have to think hard that how you want to render that things around on canvas. So yeah, but it's amazing. It's super friendly, and you don't need to. You also can manipulate UI with it as well. So it's very good. Finally, we are here for transition. So transition is the most powerful method in Compose to create the animation you cannot imagine. Okay, so it's literally the best thing in Jetpack Compose. At least when I'm interested in animation, this is awesome. So I will show you a very simple example, which might have taken a more effort in traditional Android view. So we are going to create an exploding fab animation. So I have a scaffold with top bar and all that. So in that I have a floating action button. You can see like this here. So this is a simple composable, exploding fab button. So now I will see into this button, into this composable. That was all about. So we have this exploding fab button. Okay, this is a pretty standard composable, nothing fancy about it. So before that, I have defined two things: fab size state. So this is an enum to define that what is the original state, what is the final state. So we have normal and exploded. So exploded means that it will fill up the whole screen, and then we have these prop keys. The prop keys are the variables which will keep updating, and you can reference them in your uh, animations, and it will help you with your transition. We'll look into that. So for now we have some prop keys like TP prop key, like color prop key, float prop key, and prop key. So we have bunch of these prop keys. So I have used flow prop for here. So now I have a state. This will define that whether initially is normal or exploded. So initially is normal, and first thing is that we have to declare a transition definition. So I have created a variable for transition definition, and I have passed the fab size state. So this is the same. This will tell that what this definition is all about. So in definition, you need four things. Number one, two states, and number two transitions. So let's start from states. So these are the states. What happens when state is normal? What happens when state is exploded? So we'll tell definition that what happens. So we'll tell it like this. So okay, when state is normal, let's set the fab size to 80, and when it's exploded, let's set the fab size to 5,000. So you can see that I have used the previous prop key here. Okay, so that was the test. Now we'll look into the transition. So we have state from the previous code here, and now we have transition. So now this will look something like this. What happens when button goes from normal to exploded, and what happens when button goes from exploded to normal? If you have more transitions, more states like something in middle or something beyond exploding, then you can define it in the previous enum, and then you can add more transitions and more states here. So transition definition is going to be a whole bunch of code which will define the whole behavior you want to add in your application. So now I'm defining the key here. So I wanted to show you more things. So I have used the keyframe. So idea is that keyframes will ask you some random number of keyframes, and what happens on those particular keyframes. So let's see. So fab size key using keyframe. That means that I want to manipulate fab size with keyframe. Duration is 1000, 1 second again. So I'm now defining the values. So when it's 0 second, then make it 80, and when it's 200, make it 35. Oh wait, 35. So I have intentionally decreased the button size first and then increase it. So you will see that how this plays around. And then at 1000, I want it to be 5000. You can add more keyframes to manipulate the animation more in your way. And if you do not want keyframes, you can use the pretty standard train. So I have used it like 1000. And so when it's go from normal to exploded, it will first decrease, then increase. And when it comes back, then it directly comes back. So we have defined the transition definition. We had two steps and we had two transitions. Now we'll choose it. So we have here. So this is our whole transition definition from previous slides, and now I will create transition state. Remember that this transition is different from the previous transition. So yeah, you have to be very careful about it. So now I have told it that what is the definition of this transition, uh, that is the same variable, and what is the initial state, that is the website state, which by default is normal, and what is the true state. So I have swept it, like you can do more stuff with it. Like if current is normal, then make it true state to exploded, and otherwise it's back to normal. So I have played that. And finally, I am defining fab composable button and putting these states and transition sizes that here. So yeah, now let's see that what this fab button composable do. So this is the whole previous exploring fab button, which calls the fab button composable. So we have this. It's a simple floating action button, nothing fancy, with an icon added. The interesting thing is this: modify the size. Now you can see that I have actually used the transition state, and then I have put the key here. So this is the very important. So now this key will make sure that this will give you exactly the values you need, like from 0 to 5,000 using keyframes and all that. And on the right side, you can see that how this all plays around. So when the button is pressed, then you can see that it gets short first, and then it explodes. So yeah, so that that is the behind. And let me show you a quick example about this. Um, so we have a transition demo here, and this is exactly the same one, like this. Now let's define another key, color key, and I have defined a colors, and then in the state from normal, I have defined the color is initially secondary, and when it's exploded, I wanted to do it a primary color like this. So yeah, now you can see in normal I have secondary, and exploded I have primary, and here I have defined the from normal to exploded with train, simple train, and from exploded to normal, simple train. Again, nothing. So this all done, nothing changed. The only difference is that in the fab button, I have to define that, oh, I need to use the color. So I did that, and boom. So you can see that a modifier dot size, fab size state, and background color is transition state from this fab color key. Now when I run this code, you will see that this will change the color. Hopefully this runs fast. So this is a demo application which I have prepared for this talk. This is open source, and you can see all the animations I have created with this. Let's give a moment. Oh, please. I had this ready. I'm not sure that what is the griddle going around here for 2 minutes. Like, seriously. Okay, so we have got a griddle invocation completed. So, yeah. we have this button. Okay, so now you can see that first button is decreased in size, then it pops up and it changes its colors. It's that simple. Like, you know. So it's how that works. You put more keys, you put more transitions, you put more states, and you got this whole bunch of awesome animation in your code. So you can see that you can do some more stuff like Joe Batch has done a lot very good in explanation on his blog about exploding fab, and there is an article from the Rev Endelit about converting this button from like from icon to heart with changing shape and all that. So it's all done with simple idea behind the transition. There are a couple of keys, one for the radius, one for the color, one for the icon, one for the visibility, and something like that. I created my old flip view animation with it to see how it played around, and it went smooth, very good, awesome. It required very less number of code, which I had to integrate with my original flip view library. So yeah, Compose is very awesome, super awesome. So these are some resources. There is a official Compose pathway, which is very helpful if you want to dive deep into the Compose. And then these are the Alex Lockwood awesome animations in Beat and Bone Compose, and we have recently created 2048 game. So I have learned lot of stuff from him, from his codes and animation. And Joe Buck is writing a book about Jetpack Compose, probably called Exploring Jetpack Compose. So we have written a lot of articles and book on his website. And Gurupreet Singh has created this amazing repository with a lot of examples and demonstrations of animations and UIs and that sort of stuff in Compose Cookbook. So that's awesome. Leila Richardson, the person working at Jetpack Compose team from Google, he's actually very approachable and helpful and a lot of channel select and Twitter. So he's very friendly, and he's doing a live stream each day or something, probably once a week or something like that. So there's a lot of good stuff on his Twitch stream. So it's all about Compose. So yeah, do watch it please. And there is this repository about Jetpack Compose by example. So by Vinegaba, this is about comparing the Compose with the original Android development. So yeah, it gives a pretty uh, good mindset about what is changing and what is going around. So this repository will show you some things like how recycler use created and how this thing is done in Compose rather than original Android. So yeah, this is good. And finally, the talk of the code of this whole talk is available on this repository. Karim create slides droidCon 20. I will share these slides after this talk in the telco channel, but that also I will be sharing it on Twitter, and so please follow me there. And thank you. You let me know any questions. So we have a first question. All these things look great. Could you please share your slides? Yeah, I will share it in the channel. Thank you. Uh, and then, do you use Compose Preview to test your animations, or uh, do you always deploy your app emulator when you want to test it? So I missed it here in this talk. I'm not sure why. So there is this animation inspector in Android Studio. It is not helpful that much for now. It gives you the whole motion lights similarly timeline view for your transition definition. So it will show you that how these are changing. So yes, but it's not that helpful and for now. So it will be improving. So I try my all animations on devices, not the screen. So yeah. So thank you for attending this talk. I really enjoyed it. So hope you have a fun day at droidCon. Thank you. Bye bye.